Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome back to the channel and to the first ever solo Damascus scorecard, which is also the world record at $3.49 million. Now, anyone that knows me knows I am a bit of a perfectionist, and one thing I really wanted to do was get a solo Damascus with max cash, and in this one, just shy of it, but I also wanted to see that pretty number 3 on a scorecard, and because of the way they were messed up, I had a feeling I had to be between 3.4 and 3.6 to actually get it to display 3 million, and it was going between me and my sleep that it wasn't like that. So when nobody was on, I was jumping into a couple of solo games and trying to find the perfect lobby to do it in, and indeed we have done it. Now, I am not going to subject you to 18 minutes of arduous losing across Calderas, so instead I have made it interesting for everybody. The first half of this video is dedicated to a Damascus solo run we had where we picked up 20 kills and a $3.2 million game, and the latter half of this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, will be, of course, the world record. So for this part of the video, we are enduring a 3v1. And the last time we actually backed out after we get this 3v1 because the entire map is screwed. But let's kill these guys with a 3v1. There we go. You know, it's a feeling of happiness when that goes according to plan. But alright, so we're going to jump into our 20-0 KD game, where we were trying to get a nice bit of money up. I think what happened in this one, as we realised quite early on, we were not actually going to get anywhere because the lobbies were so messed up. So we said, screw it. Let's just go for the kills and see what we get. So we've already gotten 2. We get a little bouncing Betty on the bottom, and this guy tries to RPG us, and we get super lucky with RPGs, both downstairs and upstairs here, if I remember right. He tries to RPG us and miss. We come straight up. I think we got a guy on our left. Yep, we do. Take him out. We're going to replay. Shoulder to shoulder. Look at him. He's standing right there. He should have RPG'd the second he's seen us. He hesitates. He backs up, and we're able to get him with the kilo when the Mac runs out of ammunition, and that could have been that could have ruined what was going to be a very special game. So we've seen a guy just get gunned down on the chopper, and one was chasing him. He gets taken out now as well. Good night and sleep tight. And then we get down, we get shots on him, and then boom, sniper. So we crawl. We're trying to catch where he is just to see if we can get away from him. He's still getting shots on us, and we managed to crawl just in line of the plane, revive ourselves, jump into a helicopter, and take off for some free flying. Now, of course, they were going way too fast, and this one we're already on $1 million, so Razor had to pay a trip to the king, because the king needed to pay his taxes to the Mr. Razor man. So we are going to have 2 of them here, unless it's 3, I think it's 2. He gets first shot, should have killed us, don't know why he didn't, but we get him, and we get him with the throwing knife. That's electrified. That's about these videos, isn't it? It's electrified. So we have the first one anyway. Second one is still on UAV. He's running up the hill. Switch to Kilo. And anyone that doubts the Kilo is back, you're going to see the Kilo a lot more in Calderas in the coming weeks. Mark my words, that's a prediction. Alright? Just from what I've seen online recently, you're going to see the Kilo. This guy just manages to finish his recon. He's the king once more. We kill him. So we just basically delayed the king from doing anything at this point. That's all we wanted. He RPGs the helicopter. RPGs my helicopter again. Gets killed again. That's kill number 10 as we are on the hunt for Damascus. And we haven't even hit $1 million yet. We get enemy incoming, spawns back in, laser him out of the sky. Good night, sleep tight. That is team wipe on first place. So we get over to Arsenal. We think there are people on us. Put a position in. Hear glass breaking downstairs. Jump out. Follow him in. Get in the window quick. And some horrible shots. But we do get him at the end. Throw a knife. Takes him out. Another one in the building. And we take him out. We needed that money. I'm a red lights bounty. This shit just got a little bit interesting, don't you think? We got people on our left, we got people on our right, we got people ahead of us and people behind us. We got people all over, and they all want Razor dead because he's now running around with $1.1 million on him as the bloody king. He took the king's place. He took all the taxes that needed to be paid. We've taken out 2. Can we get a tour? Boom! Headshot straight off the roof. We're going to finish him with a cluster strike and get the hell out of there before he decides to come back and cause a little bit of action. His teammate, of course, is going to try and pick him up, but we get the confirm with the cluster strike, and now it's pretty much a looting game. We're going to nonchalantly balloon our money, listen for the enemy, and come and go. Oh, where are you? Hi, I'm Razor. Boom, boom. And that's where the Kilo is coming back. Run back and finish our balloon. And then, of course, he's going to come in again. And I'm like, dude, just, you know, I forgot to reload. Now I'm going to let you live. You're going to land. You're going to think you have a chance. You're going to run. And I'm going to down you again. Now you're so important to me. I'm going to go back and finish my balloon. 17 kills in the bag. We even managed to kill a Krampus. And ladies and gentlemen, Krampus is gone from Warzone. I'm sure you will all be delighted to hear. And even after killing Krampus and 17 kills, 18 kills at this point, we even got a catch drop. Take another one out. Could have got cheeky and live executed him. I feel as if I should have live executed him, but it is what it is. We pop a ditty to go after this guy, and I believe, yeah, he runs up the steps. He so could have killed me here. I don't know how he didn't. The attack chopper, look at that, one shot. The attack chopper so could have easily finished me off, but somehow it didn't do that either. On 2.6 million. 20 kills in the bag, and we finished the game with a cool even $3.1 million. Probably the most exciting game I've had actually as a player. 20 kills, 77 boxes, 3.1 million. It's like, come on, dude. Anyway, we are now going to jump into the solo world record, which probably can't be beaten because Plunder's back down to 1 million bank, which makes absolutely no sense, and it's gonna make content difficult. I'm not gonna lie. 2 million meant for a lot of fun games, a lot of fighting. A million you bank within 3 minutes. It's gonna be tough, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna power through. We're gonna do some live streams. We're gonna keep everybody happy. We're gonna give everybody what they need. And we're gonna keep pumping out content. So, people have gotten very interested in us in this building early on. I'm not quite sure why. We know one's in the area. The area is down the hill. I think there's a ghost somewhere too. We also had a helicopter interested in us, and it's like, why? We might be marked early on in the game, but I mean, we're not even on the scorecard. 110,000, we get all this interest. We should have died here. We get shot in the back. Bit of scooting, bit of looting, gas grenade out. We get the ammo hit, and then pop up. Get rid of him. We're going to push on into the mines and start our little mining adventure. We're going to look for gold in these here mines while all the people are fighting up top. They're fighting the claim, fighting the territory, and it's not going to make a damn bit of difference for them because I'm going to scoot it all up inside. We see there's an open box. We know that someone is in here, and indeed he got to manage to get all the way up to the top. We got one camping. We get an easy headshot on him. We have a helicopter spawn in for us because the gods are smiling upon us, and we get out of there with a cool $668,000. I think that's a bit of a win, don't you? We head on down to the camps where all the gold miners would have been set up, ready to stake their claim up above. Or maybe they're going for diamonds and not gold, or maybe they're just digging for coal because Krampus is here. Or maybe they just have a snowball's chance in hell, but somebody sees us because Razor's high alert is going off thanks to that special exploders that he wonderfully picked up, and we are out of there. We ain't fighting with $1 million in the bank because we know this is actually bad. Second place are taking it nice and slow. The money bag's in a decent area. We got time, so we're going to pay a visit down to the Tiki here. We're going to grab a drink down here, folks. We're going to sit back, relax, listen to the aloha, aloha, until we meet again. That's what we're going to listen to down here. We're going to throw a cash blue now onto the beach to deposit some of our money. Higher, let's saves us one more time. No idea where he is. We're going to put a precision airstrike up to draw him out because he'll get that notice. He's going to run out straight into the precision. But the Keto is going to say, hi, how you doing? Get out of my lobby. Oh, we blew it up. And push after the downed player, who dies, unfortunately for him, and drops us some money. We're going to take the time to get a cash drop and enjoy the jungle views. We're going to listen for the jungle cats singing out there, singing the blues. We don't hear any of them, so we leave again. It's boring up here. And away we go down to the sub-pens, where we have a guy on a Christmas tree. So we throw a helicopter at him. We no longer need a chopper. Goodbye, good girl. You served us well. And we go to throwing knife him, only to find out we have a bouncing Betty. That was a big surprise for us. This one the most wanted in our head. Look, we bouncing Betty him again. This one had zero clue we were there. He could have ended it, folks. He could have ended it right there. He could have ended the highest score in Warzone solo history. But he fucked up. Anyway, we got one on the roof who's charging towards us. We precision him. He's running to get inside. And the precision airstrike downs him. Was it not for this kind gentleman donating money to the cause, we wouldn't have the score that we ended up having. So there he is in the corner. He's going, oh shit, I fucked up. We get the money. It brings us to just shy of the bank, and sometimes that works out better for you. Let me tell you why. As this most wanted contract will bank The money that is not needed for the bank automatically gets banked, which means we're starting overtime with nearly $140,000 already banked, which means if we do get max cash, we could have got a $3.8 million game. So it's actually better to let your most want to finish in normal time, forgo the extra $75,000, because in the end it can actually get you more. We think we're in the clear, most wanted contract on our head, and we run in and there's people in the building and we're like, oh my god, the heart is racing. Had I had a half monitor on, I don't know what it would have been at, but it would have been high. Probably 130, 140, 150, 160. Who bloody knows? We have one down anyway. We notice the crown on our head and he could see us, but he's a bit slow on the draw. We bounce it at him again. Thank god it didn't go off. And we take out one, open a box, be cheeky, take out the other, and he drops us that much needed cash because they slowed us down on a loot paid. So we are on $350,000 off rip with 2 minutes 15 on the clock. We were thinking at this point, oh my god, it's a 2.5 already. The brain was already going and it was saying, if we get a most wanted contract, which we already have, and it finishes because we stay alive, that's already a 2.8. And we were going, oh lord, that just means we need $600,000 in loot in 2 minutes. And if it had been a nice festive cheer day, the attack chopper would have come down with one bullet, but alas it wasn't. But then, you know, if the chopper had come down, it's 150,000. Where would it have landed? It takes 11 seconds to open. Would it have been worth it to travel and open it and waste those 11 seconds or continue looting? We will never know, but it is a hypothesis for you to consider that I know you won't. 121,000 from those couple of boxes inside the sub pens. I'm making all this up on the fly, ladies and gentlemen, and I have not watched this footage back since I edited it the other night, so you can cut me a break if I'm making it up as I go. We've a minute 25 on the clock now. We are getting UAVs, much needed to give us a sigh of relief, unless of course they're ghosted, in which case they could have blown the entire game. $2.9 million on the clock as we rush to the final buildings of the pens, and we need to start making decisions on do we cut buildings to get into that little bunker at the end of sub pens and get all the money that's in there. Sometimes there's a lot of boxes, sometimes there's no boxes, sometimes there's floor loot, and sometimes there's not floor loot. Anything can happen inside the wonderful world of Caldera, including landing a full team on your head at the end of the game. But fear not, after 8 kills, it does not happen in this one. We got a couple more boxes inside this little pharmacy building before we head over to the big L. And you know what the big L is like? Do we go upstairs or do we stay downstairs? And this one we decide, let's stay downstairs. We got 40 seconds on the clock. We'll grab where we can down here or push on over into the bunker, because that's where we finish all our games. 3.1 million on the clock. We got 30 seconds to go, and we got a most wanted on our head with an invisible time, but we know that it will finish. $3.2 million, 27 seconds. Desperation kicks in. We managed to see 2 boxes. It is a beautiful sight as we managed to pick up a cool $60,000 with 15 seconds on the clock. We're on 3.2. We don't know if we'll beat it, but we know we have a most wanted. It's going to expire in about 3-4 seconds, and we're running to the end. There's no boxes where there should be boxes. We get a cash pile. We see 3.5 million. We are $280,000 off of max cash, and we just broke the world record for the most money accumulated in Warzone Plunder solo with a 3.4931 Damascus. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not all. Please feast your eyes upon the world's only $3 million scorecard, and with an ego the size of a Cheshire cat or a man feasting on Christmas puddings and alcohol, a steak for a king, I sign off. I bid you adieu, and I hope you are all well. Razor is out of here.